Hi, Collective. I'm an ancient. Let's get to your messages. I hope all of you are doing well. I don't know. I'm picking up, some of you are moving, like not moving locally. Some of you are relocating to different countries or you're thinking about it. Some of you are doing your research. I just saw the hermit and you're excited and nervous at the same time. Some of you could be taking or looking for jobs, or maybe there's going to be some sort of employment opportunity. Take a risk. Yeah, so we have the world here that came out, the strength card and the death card. Yeah, some of you are gonna have like a brand new life somewhere else. Are you gonna feel like it's gonna feel like you're able to breathe and just start all over? Something about you really want to start all over. Some of you may move and you're gonna be uh, move alone. Okay. Also, I have the Ten of Cups here that came out with the Seven of Swords. So there's some sort of deception here that you need to be mindful of. If you are relocating, you can move somewhere where you're going to get love bombed, especially if you're moving somewhere and it's like a completely different culture or something like that, different language. Just be careful that you don't fall for the love bombing. I don't know why I'm hearing that. We have the Four of Swords. I'm also getting some sort of deception here. Tell me about the Four of Swords. What's the Four of Swords? Something may sound too good to be true. Seven of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Tell me about the Four of Swords and the Five of Cups. The Devil. Okay, what is this about? Ten of Swords, Betrayal, the Moon. Something may be presented to you in a way that is false or too good to be true. Um, you may there may be some sort of regret or something, or someone may feel regretful for some sort of choice and decision. So I don't know. Some of you could be moving somewhere and it's being presented to you or represented to you as like this place, this perfect place. We have the Two of Swords. So you don't know whether or not to trust your intuition. For some of you, you don't know what to do. This could just be fear. You fear this change. Okay, tell me about the devil. I don't know what's going on. The Eight of Cups, but you also know that you're not happy where you currently are. And then we have the Nine of Swords. You know that you're going to have to make some sort of decision or choice. I'm also getting there could be a Capricorn that's going to miss you, or someone in your family, especially if you are friends, especially if you're moving abroad or something like that, abroad from where you are at. Okay, because some of you could be moving to the United States. I don't know why you would want to do that. No offense. I can say that because I'm American, but I will say I don't know why anybody would want to move here, especially right now. That's just my opinion. We're not going to go further into that. But um, tell me about the Nine of Swords. So we have the Empress. Yeah, there could be like a mother figure or a mother who's gonna miss you while you're gone or something like that. They don't want to see you go, but they feel like this move for you is good. Okay, let's get out of this. Let's see. Let's something about relocating. Let's see. Tell me more about this. The three continents that I'm hearing, I don't know if you're from these places or the three areas. I won't say, well, it could be continents, but the three areas. Some of you could live in the Caribbean or you're thinking about moving to the Caribbean islands. Some island, I don't know specifically which one. Others of you, you might be thinking about moving to an Asian country. Others of you may be thinking about moving to Europe somewhere. Those are the three primarily areas that I'm picking up on. And then also northern, like northeast Africa or just East Africa is what I'm getting. Okay. Some of you could live in the United States and you're thinking about moving out of the United States to one of those places. Okay, tell me. I just feel I feel pressure right now. I'm picking up someone feels like they're suffocating and they need to get out. I don't know why I'm getting that. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups tried to come out. Let's see. Let's shuffle one more time. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this next venture or adventure or path, it is a part of your destiny. This is something you're supposed to do here with the Wheel of Fortune. You are headed into a beautiful new beginning. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so something very passionate. You're going to be very passionate on whatever it is that you're doing here with the Wheel of Fortune. And it is a part of your path and journey. It's fated here with the Wheel of Fortune. It will bring you great fortune. Now, great fortune doesn't necessarily have to be big money, okay? Because a lot of people tie the Wheel of Fortune to a bunch of money. It doesn't have to be materialism. It could be just fulfillment, purpose. It could be you feeling abundant in whatever it is that you're doing. And it's also setting you on some sort of path where you're going to have this new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. You're going to feel more creative. um and again, it could take you somewhere different, very different from what you're used to. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh, I feel like the reason why I'm saying is because with the Wheel of Fortune, though, there's sacrifice here. So again, some of you could be sacrificing the fact that you're going to be leaving your family, close friends, stuff like that to go somewhere. And there are going to be people that you're going to miss. I'm picking up on like a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, a father, a close friend. You just don't want to. Some of you are like, is this the right choice? Is this the right decision? You're gonna know. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. We also have the Page of Pentacles. And we also have the Ten of Pentacles. All of those cards just flipped out together. Okay. The the King of Cups here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Anytime I see the Page of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles, I think about children. I think about pregnancy. I think about children or someone wanting to have a child. For some of you, when you move abroad, you could actually meet someone who is looking to get married and have children. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm not picking up on mail order bride or female order bride or whatever, or groom or whatever the phrases are. No, for some of you, you're not really moving to look for love. It's just you feel like you need to make this change for yourself, or you're feeling pulled to go to a specific country. You feel like there's something there for you. You may not be able to put your finger on it. And the tools to get you there, it could be a job placement or something. Um, Tell me about this Nine of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna miss your home, things, certain things about your home, but I feel like it's people in your home, like your family. You're gonna be very sad and in a sense where there's just certain people you're gonna miss. I think you want these people to come with you eventually, especially if you like where you're moving. All right, tell me more about this King of Cups person. I don't know if this is you or this is gonna be somebody you end up meeting. Doesn't necessarily. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, so some of you could be coming into some sort of communication with this person. You could meet them on your travels. This wherever you're moving to, there could be a body of water surrounding it. I know that sounds kind of weird, but because not every place has a body of water. Like if you live in Florida, if you live on the eastern states, there's a body, there's the Atlantic Ocean, right? There's by you live in Florida, there's a lot of water around. You live in Cali, there's a lot of water if you live on the coastline. But then you have the states that are in the the center, like the Midwest states, right? So that's what I mean. Wherever you live, whatever country you live in, or maybe where you're going, there's a lot of water, or the place is close to water, or they could have like a lot of beaches and stuff like that. If it's not beaches, it's just um, the coastline. I don't know why I need to say all that, but anyway, so you have this King of Cups person with the Six of Swords. Like I said, I feel like this individual, you could meet them while you're traveling. Tell me about the Six of Swords. The Sun, and it's like they're gonna see you with the Sun. This person's gonna see you and fall. They're gonna fall in love with you. It's like love at first sight. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Somebody wants a child. I don't know. I don't think it's you. I think it's this person that you meet. Again, it could be, yeah, I don't, it's this person that you meet. It could be, this could be a man or a woman that feels this way. We have the Six of Wands here. Yeah, somebody, the Fool. Okay, so I'm also getting, if it's not about children, the Page of Pentacles can represent, obviously a new beginning, but it can also represent this King of Cups person, a man or woman. They're going to see you here with the Six of Swords. Okay, you two are going to cross paths somehow when you move or relocate or travel. And with the Sun, this person is going to be taken aback by your beauty or your handsomeness, or is just going to feel like love at first sight. This person could ask you out here with the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Six of Wands, and then we have the Fool. They could ask you out. At first, they may be, I don't want to say shy, but a little bit reserved, but they're going to take a risk and they're going to ask you out. Now, it's interesting because wherever you're moving to, the person could be from that country, or you can meet someone who also traveled to that country and they see you and they ask you out. Okay. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. This person is going to get straight to it. They're going to talk about family. They're going to talk about values. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. They're talking about, okay, so we have Empress here. Yeah. So somebody is going to get straight to the point. They're going to Knight of Swords. They're going to quickly, it may feel like love bombing. So just be careful with that, because I did say that in the beginning. Just be mindful, because I'm going to see the outcome of this, but you definitely have a relationship that can potentially lead into marriage and children if you want that. But with the Ten of Pentacles here and the Knight of Swords, I feel like this person is going to get straight to the point. You could be on a date with them. They're going to get straight to the point. They're going to talk about children, going to talk about marriage. If it's not about children, they're definitely going to talk about marriage. This person's going to try to, quickly move into a relationship with you. I don't know how you feel about it. The Devil. Wow. Okay. So you may feel that it's toxic. You may feel that it's too quick, it's too fast. Um, You may feel like it's too quick, it's too fast. Tell me about the Devil, because this person may come off a bit obsessive. Here go the Strength card. Now, the Strength coming out, clarifying the Devil, it could be a representation of you needing to be strong and not fall back into old patterns. So old patterns meaning allowing yourself to become fearful of commitment, or fear that something's not going to work out, or not paying attention to the red flags and acting out according to your intuition and also logic. Being too quick to fall into old routines or old pattern behaviors that you did in the past that ended badly. Maybe you had like you became intimate with someone too quickly. Maybe you just didn't get to know them um well enough. So it just, that's what this could be. It could be where with the Strength card, you need to maintain boundaries, you need to set standards. stuff like that, and hold true to that. So for example, if you're someone who, used to wear your heart on your sleeve, this time you may not do that, and you're going to stay true to that no matter how this person shows up, because this could be a bit of a test. Okay? Now, it could be a bit of a test to prepare you for the next person that's coming around, but it can also, or it could be that person uh being tested, and then they change or something like that. Tell me about the strength card. I don't know if that makes sense. We have the worlds. Yeah, this is about you staying true to the nature of how you feel about the person. This is you not letting down your guard too quickly, keeping the same boundaries and standards. Because there's obsession here with the devil, but there's also fear here, because you're going to notice how this person is, and they're not going to be mean or anything, but I feel like you're going to be like, why are you trying to marry me all this? Like, why are you, like, slow down? You're going to be like, slow down, sir, slow down. But I don't, you're going to try to see if their intentions are good, and you just don't feel like you don't feel like 3 months, 4 months, 6 months is enough time to get to know someone. You're going to, keep your standards for a while, or, you maybe date them for a while to see um who they really are, right? Maybe date them for a year or two before you say, okay, let's get married. You're not going to just, because this person may try to marry you quick, is what I'm getting. All right, tell me more about this. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands and the Devil. Yeah, you don't trust easily just because you've been through a lot. Five of Swords. Hmm. Okay, why is the Empress with the Devil? See, the 10 of Cups. Somebody's going to see you and automatically just be head over heels in love, but you don't trust easily. Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords. You're definitely going to pay attention to all the red flags. I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's clarified with the Queen of Swords. I'm going to look more into this because I want to see what the outcome is, and I'm going to do a part two to this. All right, I'll see you over there. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you soon.